We have a 30-minute special on Comedy Dynamics, which is on Amazon, which is called Nice to Meet Me.
That is correct.
That's fun. When did you shoot that?
I shot it during pandemic.
Cool.
I made a bold-ass decision because it was one of those times where there was nowhere to work out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had made a bold decision to do that, and then when I chose to do it, I was like, I can't do this. Because it was just like writing. Mm-hmm. And there were underground mics, but you know what that's like. So.
Oh boy, I wish we could talk shit about those mics right now, but I'm not going to do it because I don't even want to bring any attention to them.
Yeah, but so it was hard. But my brother and I worked together a lot because he's a producer, so he kind of influenced me to do it because it was right around a time that I kind of was making a little noise in stand up.
Yeah,
and that was my way of like holding what I had built without letting it die from sitting on our asses.
Did you write a fresh 30?
I did.
Wow.
I did.
And it was like, let's see if this works.
Not even kind of, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Nice to Meet Me came from, the stage was always my like therapy. Mm-hmm. And like we had never been sat down like that before. Mm-hmm. And I was in a momentum of what I've learning about stand-up. And it was like, I had all this shit on my mind.
Yeah.
And then it was like, the way life was like we were just with ourselves. Mm-hmm. So like I watched the news. I got to know my roommate.
Oh wow! You had a tough pandy.
Yeah, crazy. Like I was busy before. It was like everything in my life in LA was very surfaced. It was like, but it was like a slower time for me. So Nice to Meet Me was just me really getting to know myself.
Oh, that makes sense.
During pandemic, in a way of like
it's you meeting yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
So I wrote down things of how my perception of how I saw politics and my relationship with my mother and some things that had happened to me in my life while I was outside that I had sat down to actually be like, well, there's a lesson in there.
And some inside experience from January 6th when you stormed the Capitol.
Something like that. But no, it was just a time where I like was writing a lot of stuff because I had nowhere to like get it out. Yeah. And Zoom shows, even if I was doing those, you didn't even know if people liked the shit or not.
The shittiest part was just not hearing the laughter back.
You could get a couple ha-has in the messages.
Yeah. Just unmute like the funniest, like the people you see laughing the most. I didn't do any.
I did so many.
Did you really?
Because I was working on this.
Oh, okay.
And I was determined to finish it. And there were so many times I was backing out of this. Mm-hmm. This idea, I would freak out and like call my brother and be like, this is going to be horrible. And he'd be like, we got to do this. It's like big to do in a time where no one's doing anything. It makes a statement. If it doesn't make the statement that you want as far as the crap, it makes a statement in your perseverance. Yeah. And I was like, okay.
Was he a producer on the show?
Yeah, he's an executive producer.
Oh, he's the producer. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we worked together a lot, me and my younger brother. Like,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Younger brother. Mm-hmm. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. And you have another one on Revolt TV.
I do.
Funny AF episode 208.
Yes.
That's cool to have two specials.
I don't even look at it like that.
Okay.
I look at this stand up now that I'm doing is like, I have two things that like, no one can steal.
That's right.
All the things that I say, because there's so much growth in this.
Yeah.
What is a special? You change every year.
Yeah.
Because I go back and I watch those and I'm like, what the hell am I talking about?
Isn't that all of comedy though? It's like you go back and you look at your old jokes and you're like, ooh, geez. Mm-hmm. But at the time you're like, this one's going to hit him. Yeah, this one.
This shit right here.
Oh, this story from when I was in elementary school. Woo! I got him with this one right here.
They ain't fucking with me.